Hi guys, I'm Courtney, and you already know we're obsessed, right? Na 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 na, yeah! What? Since the Lizzie Bennet Diaries were the inspiration for us starting our own vlog, we thought it would only be fitting if we spent this week's videos in tribute to our favorite weekly obsession. Of course, anything that really happens in this video might just be symptomatic of withdrawal, since it did just end. Definitely stay tuned for some costume theater later, but right now we're going to start off with my top 3 moments from the LBD. Besides, you know, the obvious.
What are you doing up here all alone?
Watch my videos. Where'd he go?
And of course, anytime a scene ends with just Darcy's torso. Because, duh, I'm pretty sure the collective squeal of the internet is still ringing around some server somewhere. Because that's how the internet works, right?
So I'm told.
Close enough. Besides all these key turning points in the story, there are a lot of little moments that really make the series great. Even when there isn't a hunky piece of man-meat in frame. Which is actually what's happening in one of my favorite moments of Darcy when he's actually being played by Jane.
Fake texting?
You know the one.
That's super important.
First off, love that Jane is like Darcy's biggest cheerleader and sees the heart in all of the awkward attempts at trying to get Lizzie's attention. But on the flip side, he's all like, oh shit, she's a gold digger. Well, forget you, William, because you may be richer, but she still ain't with ya. I mean, she wasn't at the time, so, you know, still an applicable comeback. I mean, after all, Jane's just sweet to everyone. Which makes it even more awesome when she finally puts blame where it's due and stops beating around the bush. At this point, I don't even know if Bing really deserves Jane, because I think in other adaptations it's easier to get over the fact that Jane just forgives Bingley for being such a pushover, because in other adaptations they come off a little bit more vapid. But in a contemporary setting, there's so many more ways to communicate with somebody, and there's much less of a stigma of a girl having actual thoughts and feelings that she can express rationally, and her only goal isn't just to get married in life. But overall, you know, good on you, modern Jane. In general, I think the creators did a really good job about bringing modern elements to these old characters and giving them new life. Much better than that awful movie Lost in Austin, which is just total shit. So to crown it all off, my favorite Lizzie Bennet Diaries moment actually didn't even happen on camera, though I wish it did. It was the afternoon that Gigi and Fitz were blowing up Twitter with their codenames and secret plans and meetings in the courtyard. Pretty much just made you feel like, oh my god, this is actually happening. And I'm also pretty sure that's this same afternoon that I made Christina get her butt on Twitter and urged her to catch up on the rest of the episodes. Okay, enough fangirling. Now for the fun part, costume theater! Yo, what's hanging, GGD? Now, unlike some portrayals will have you believe, the Fitz is not all about the fro. This care package executive knows that life can get pretty serious whether you're the young CEO of a tech company that's got more swank than you have swagger, or if you're getting an advanced degree and you can't tell if this dude hates you or kind of awkwardly loves you. So in these situations, you need somebody who can cut through the tedium of do I, don't I, and say, yes, it is time to tango! Who dances the tango anymore? Nerd. Reason 23 why Dancing with the Stars is never going to get higher than a C-list celebrity. Unless they wanted to hire the Lydia. Oh my god, and then I could dance with the hot one with the really nice abs. Sock slides, what? So that was fun, and of course, made with all the love for Craig Frank and MK Wiles. You guys did a phenomenal job, as did the rest of the cast. But let's be real, for the majority of the series, the leading men of the Lizzie Bennet Diaries could have used a little bit more tough love. Darcy. Oh, sweetie, I know. Feelings are hard, but you know what is also hard? Trying to hide that boner face every time Lizzie Bennet touches your shoulder. You really should have gone with your gut on that one. Wickham. 30's around the corner and you're playing head games with college girls for extortion purposes? I think baby needs to reconsider the whole concept of a sugar mama. I mean, it's a much more direct source of funds for that pretty face of yours. I only wish I could afford you, Peach. Bing. So let me ask you, did they run out of cadavers when you were at med school, or did you just let them lobotomize your ability to think for yourself? And while they were at it, did they also snip somewhere south of the border? Because I think what you really needed was a lesson in how to man up. Okay, so some of that might have been a little bit harsh, but it was all coming from a place of affection and maybe a little bit over-involvement. And like I said earlier, probably all symptomatic of withdrawal. I have to imagine that some of you guys are also experiencing similar symptoms. So if you guys had any advice that you would like to have given to any of the characters, go ahead and comment down below. We would love to hear it. Or if you'd like to talk about any of your favorite moments in the series, we are always ready to fangirl on Twitter. You can find us right here. Link also down in the doobly-doo. But make sure you do click subscribe, because on Friday, Christina is going to be uploading some more costume theater, and I have a feeling it's going to be pretty funny. No pressure. So you know, the whole concept of boner face actually does have precedent in previous adaptations of Pride and Prejudice. See Colin Firth. Oh my gosh, this whole video is an embarrassment.